Yeah.
And so now it started getting bigger and bigger where it's like now you need a chief information security officer and it's
Hmm.
like cyber attacks and how we're going to defend against that. And it's like, well, let's put it into the CTO bucket and you just kind of work for the CTO typically. And so now it's like AI can do just about anything in the company. You can't just like put that under the CTO and assume
Right.
they're just going to handle it. Like this is bigger than a CTO position. You know, and I think you're
Right. And it's not
right on the
purely
money there.
technical, right? It's
It
about
is.
understanding process. It's about understanding workflow. It's about understanding the political and psychological makeup of your organization, right? Are you a super tech forward startup, and you're like, yeah, AI, go throw it in, let's try it, or are you more of a old guard manufacturing, where you're concerned that the security system has too much technology because it might let in the hackers? And
Yeah.
I've dealt with both of those sides of the fence, right? And you're going to have a different conversation with both of them. And so finding someone internally who has trust, who can go, as Reagan said, trust but verify what I'm saying, and that I find that to be very helpful.
Yeah, I think that's good. The other challenge is the customers themselves, right?
Mm.
Because it's not just a business owner that you have to convince to use AI. Now it's like that service-based business, and has that customer who calls maybe like once every 6 months. And it's like, hey, I always speak to Bobby. Like, where's Bobby? And like,
Yeah,
now I have this person calling. No, I need a human. No, get me your boss, right? And then they get frustrated and maybe they
yeah,
leave and then you ultimately churn on that customer, which would be terrible. So
yeah,
there's also like this learning curve where it's like, okay, well, Bobby's not here. Can we take a message? No, I want to talk to Bobby. Okay, wait, please let me transfer you, right? So you don't lose that business. It goes over, transfers to them, and then they
right.
continue. But it's also like breaking the habit of customers, especially the ones that are not so familiar with technology to begin with. Now it's just like exponentially more complicated.
Yeah. So an example of that is there's a fairly mid-sized like flooring and decor company in Ohio that we work with, and their entire ethos is one of the owners or the owner's family is going to pick up that phone if you call, and that's why they've been
Well,
so successful, right? And so when we looked at their political dynamics, we looked at their the way, what makes them them, right? It was like, okay, we don't install a customer facing AI voice agent, right? But
mhm.
everything underneath the surface, think of the duck with flittering the feet, right? We've implemented systems, whether it be automation, pure automation, or AI, or some other aspects and apps we built for them for their service team. But we worked with them and understood, like, you cannot put an AI agent in front of your customers because they expect, the reason they pay a premium to work with this company is that family personal touch,
I see.
right?
That's
And if we
cool.
came in like guns
Yeah.
blazing, like, we're going to automate your front end, we're going to, they would have been like, thanks, but no
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, certainly you need to be sensitive when you're approaching their ethos like that,
Yeah,
right? And they've been doing it for lots of years. You
75
talk about
years.
family. And then on one hand, it's like they must have a really large family because that's just growing exponentially. Or you could define a little bit like, hey, this person's been here 20 years. They're like family. So we're just going to put that
Yes,
on the call,
yes, that is a good.
And then,
That's now that I'm thinking about it, it's a better way to put it. It's like, the youngest tenured employee has been there like 5 years. It's like they
exactly.
are a family, right? And they do.
Right.
It's not just talking about it; they do. But one thing that, going back to your statement about, it's not just the owner or not just the CTO or the decision maker, right? You've got, if you look back to like project management, which is something that I did previously, and in the engineering space, was you've got your different stakeholders, right? And some are decision makers, some are champions, some are informed, some are consultative, right? And you have to understand that dynamic going into a project. Because if you don't and you step on the wrong toes, or you don't inform the right people, they can, with simply their facial expression on decision day, torpedo the whole thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
That's right.
So slowing down a little bit and understanding that AI is the technology, the human interaction is the sale, right? And that's,
Right.
you can't just AIify everything. Like my DMs,
Absolutely.
right? I manage my DMs on LinkedIn personally. I don't have any automations. I just manage them because I like that and I want to be able to talk to customers.